Well, we got to talk about the economic events of next week, plus the earnings. Also, want to share a very interesting quote from Jonathan Gray, who is the leader of the real estate arm of Blackstone. Also, talk about the crashing commercial real estate volume in Miami and Miami Beach. Folks, lots of stuff going on. Let's start with the key earnings from next week. Obviously, folks, Monday is a holiday. The stock market will be closed. On Tuesday, you get Hewlett Packard and Box, followed by on Wednesday by Salesforce. C3 AI will be very interesting to see how the AI play is. And Nordstrom's, what is going on in retail. Obviously, Nordstrom being a high-end retailer, mall-based. Is it still Nordstrom's rack that is moving on? What is going on there? And then Thursday, we will get Broadcom, Lululemon, Dollar General, and Macy's. Lots of stuff going on. Again, the Dollar General will be interesting because I think it was Dollar Tree last week that showed a pretty significant drop in gross margins. Macy's and Nordstrom's next week. What is going on with kind of mid or higher end retailers? And of course, Lululemon. On the economic front, we have Tuesday again. Monday is a holiday. We have S&P Case Shiller. That will be from April. Consumer confidence. Wednesday, we get ADP employment for the month of May. Again, folks, ADP comes out a couple of days before the big jobs farm payroll. Be interesting to see what employment growth is. Thursday, we get another cut at the weekly unemployment claims. And then Friday, the big number of the week. How many jobs were created in May? I think the expectations are 182,000. Is it going to be over that and be a problem? Will it be under that and be a sign the Fed is winning? We will also get wages and the unemployment rate. Last reading for the unemployment rate was 3.4, is expected to be 3.5. This, folks, is one of the last two important numbers before the Fed meeting this Friday. The following week will obviously be, it will be actually 2 weeks, I guess. It will be the 13th of June will be CPI. CPI reading will be important. So what did Jonathan Gray say? Jonathan Gray, again, if you haven't looked him up, do a quick Google search. He is the leader of the real estate arm of Blackstone. Here is his quote: terrible losses to be taken in the commercial real estate market. However, most of it will be by equity holders. Folks, that is something I've tried to bring for you. This is something I'm trying to educate you on. This is the warning that I had for you in syndications. A lot of pain that is coming won't be felt by the banks. It will be felt by the equity. This is why I've told you that some of you have lost your money and you don't know it yet. Let's remind you of that Houston deal, 3,200 units, bought at the wrong time in the wrong area by the wrong operator. They burned $100 million of equity. The bank took, I don't know, a $25 million haircut. Again, the equity. And now Jonathan Gray is basically saying the equity is going to be a problem. Why is this an issue? Think pension funds, think insurance companies, think syndications. Equity is going to be the problem. Also, do want to remind you, if you haven't seen it yet, I released my mainstay presentation from real estate or from recession domination. Want to thank that team for giving me that video. It's 20 minutes. I would ask you to take a view of it. If you like it, share it. If you're on Twitter, please repost it or retweet it. I would love more people to see what I think about the real estate market. Housing inventory, it did go up 1% last week. It'll be very interesting to see, are we going to see inventory build because of new listings or less demand? There is a difference. I think without question, we're going to see days on market rise. We are now at 7% plus mortgage rates. That is going to slow demand. It's going to extend days on market. And then lastly, let's talk about the All In podcast. The All In podcast basically highlighted just how tough it is to be in small software companies, SaaS providers. It is a tough time. Being a software salesperson today would be a terrible time. Private equity is going through a lot of stress. Startup pain, a lot of stress. I do want to reiterate what you heard on the All In podcast about software and private equity. The same thing in real estate. There are a lot of operators today that they didn't have the debt right. They overpaid. They had unrealistic expectations. They are suffering. Really, my takeaway from all of this is if you are a good operator and you can survive till 25, you will come out the other side. So again, folks, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, become part of One Rental at a Time. Also, watch that 20-minute presentation. Let me know what you think. Folks, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. Take care and bye-bye.